Hello and welcome back. Today we are continuing with the Renault. We need to get it done ASAP. It's getting on now and we need it done in the next few days. We need it back on its wheels and moving because we need to reposition it from where it is now. So the only way we can do that is actually putting it on its wheels again. So yeah, so that means we need to do everything. So we need to do the brakes, clear up the discs because they're a bit knackered, but we're replacing them later on, we just need them for now. Oh, gearbox oil, we need to fill that up, we haven't done that yet, and also engine oil we need to do as well. And then the coolant, I think we need to do the coolant as well, we need to flush that out. And then with the rear diff fluid, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so those are all the things we need to do. One thing we're doing right now outside is we're actually trying to split the drive shaft. We're trying to split them and put these brand new prop shaft bearings, did I say prop shaft? Sorry. Prop shaft bearings back in, because the ones that are on there aren't really doing their job anymore. So without further ado, we're just going to split those drive shafts and then hopefully we can get crack on with putting the rear discs, the rear pads and all that back together. So Halfords was closed. I'm going to try Homebase to see if they got any. If not, we have to do it tomorrow, which sucks, but we can always prep it tonight. See if we can find some spray paint. Yeah, screw that. Location number 2. See if they got anything in here. It's the exact same stuff here. Right. We've got one last location and hopefully we can get some paint. There you go. Right, we're back. This is the paint I went for. I found in the end it's a yellow. I think it's a Fiat yellow. Yellow's yellow. Got some satin black. There was no gloss, but satin black was alright. And then we got some filler primer. Not too bad, but that then was just prep the surfaces for the Scenic on the bare surfaces. So it looks like we're going to do some more and continue with this tomorrow because my neighbours have gone to bed and I don't want to be getting out the Dremel, getting out the grinder and making noise and all sorts. So what I'm going to do is do as much as I can tonight, and tomorrow start properly sanding and get everything bolted back together, because we can then start getting it on its wheels, bleeding the brakes and all that. So see you tomorrow. Right, next day. So we can now get started on cleaning up these two rear discs and cleaning up something else, probably the drive shaft. We're going to sand back now, but now it's a new day, we can actually get cracking with these. Whilst the discs are being cleaned up over there, I've gone ahead and started to recondition these. I've taken this off so I can get to this easily and sand it back and clean it. I'm going to do the same on the other side, but I'm going to mask this all off, spray it, and then probably spray the rest, and we can then sort out putting the discs back on, pads in, and wind this back as well. We need to wind that back so we can get more space to put the pads in, but I've readjusting the, I'll say, painting location. Hang them up on a piece of string, and that way you can get to all different angles. I've gone ahead and sprayed them with the yellow colour. See how they come out, let them dry. Also, I've been sanding these back and getting them prepped for spraying, but I'm waiting for how they turn out first to continue on with these. I just remembered I need to do is wind this back. I mentioned this before, and to do that you turn this centre bit, is it clockwise I think it is, I don't know, but yeah, I need to turn that back. As I don't have the proper tool, I'm thinking of using some needle nose pliers like that and slowly turn it like that. See? Yeah, I can't do it with one hand, but anyway. An hour and a G-clamp later, finally found a way to wind that in. Not only you turn it with these, you have to compress it at the exact same time. Yeah, well, now we know what we're doing. Onto the other caliper. Ah, yeah. Right. So, I know you're waiting for me to say it. Basically, my dad pointed out that this tool here, which is the, was it the tightener for grinder?
Grinder key.
A grinder key, so to tighten on the discs for grinders and all that. And this G-clamp without the swivel pad, so like without one of these. Together they actually work very well, and I can actually turn the caliper whilst compressing it much easier than what I was trying to do before.
So if you haven't got one, you can buy them in Alfred's for £2.
Well, there you go, a G-clamp. This can do your handbrake. So the half an hour to hour taken to do that side is now just taking me 5 minutes with them two. That's annoying. God damn it. What I'm going to do whilst that's drying and they are now ready, I'm going to mask up the other caliper, get that ready for when I'm finished on this side, and then once that's all together we can then put everything back together and bolt everything and tighten everything up. So we're getting there. whilst the other side is now drying, I want to get this side back together because that is now dry. To do that, we need this. I think is this one? Is it this one? This. Bolts are there. We need the brake disc. We need the brake pads and the hardware. Actually, I just remembered I wanted to paint this, which I've sanded back and resurfaced. So I'm going to do that. There you go. Looks much better. After a bit of faffing around with the handbrake, we got all the calipers back together as you saw, but what was happening, we were putting the handbrake and only one side was applying the handbrake, which was this side, and what it needed to do was unwind the piston, which we wound back, so it's now flush and is properly grabbing with the pads. But on that side, for some reason, it was just getting stuck and it wasn't winding. Just got it unstuck via the cable, which is underneath to the handbrake cable. That's now freed. And then we had a problem where the actual piston itself wasn't unwinding. So what we did was we took it back off, undid it a bit just to get it going, and then now it's all working. So the handbrake is back and is working. So what should we do now? Should we just put the wheels back on? I think we could. Yeah, let's do that. We've put the wheels back on. Right then, that's it for today. The goal was to put the rear wheels back together, get the back half on the ground, and get the handbrake working, and get the calipers back together, get the discs done and all that. That's all been accomplished today, which is good. Tomorrow, I think it's just a matter of fluids, so all the gearbox oil, engine oil, not sure about the diff, maybe coolant as well, get that done. Also look at the front end, bolt check everything, because I don't think we did last time when we took it apart, so we need to bolt check everything. But yes guys, that is going to be today. Thank you all for watching, and if you want to follow this build, subscribe and all that stuff, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.